What's up, everyone? Welcome back. I have a very short lower body focus mat Pilates session for you today. For this workout, you are going to need your Pilates ball. If you don't have one of these and you still want to do the workout, you can go ahead and do it without the Pilates ball. You have a yoga block, you could use that instead, or you could just omit both of those things completely and it will totally still work. We're going to see if this thing rolls away from you. Right now, we're good. Okay, so you are going to need a mat. There's something to lay down on. Towel water if you want. No shoes, as always, for this workout. We're going to actually meet seated up on the mat today with our knees bent and our feet flat on the ground. And then take your, I'm trying my well, how to do this. And then take your hands on the mat behind you. So roll your shoulders up, back and down, anchor the shoulders down. Let's separate the feet out about as wide as your mat, and then all you're going to do is knock your knees from side to side. So, gentle movement. Get a little bit of movement through the hips. Make sure that you're breathing. Make sure that you're not sinking down either. Actively pushing away the whole time that you do this. The next time your knees drop over to the right, go ahead and hang out there for a hot second. So you're externally rotating the right foot, you're internally rotating the left leg, pushing away from the ground. Your chest is still pointed straight ahead, so we're not going to turn towards that right side. Take a couple deep breaths. Come up through center and then do the same thing on the other side. I notice when I do this that I start to like slide a little bit. It's probably just the material of the mat and my pants. So if you need to push yourself up, go ahead and go for it. All right, and then let's just go back side to side. Easy breezy. Okay, friends, on this next one, you're going to go ahead and find center. Scoot forward a little bit, arms out in front of you. Lay all the way down onto your back. Hands onto those ribs for a quick sec of that diaphragmatic breathing. Big inhale through your nose. Big exhale out of your mouth. Big inhale, let your ribs expand. Let your lungs expand in every single direction. When you exhale, like you're blowing out birthday candles or you're blowing through a straw. A couple more. Inhale. Feel your ribs expand into your fingertips. Exhale. Feel your fingertips come closer together. One more. Inhale. Exhale out everything. Take your hands, bring them onto the mat next to you. Anchor the shoulders down. And then push and pull your hips. Find those little pelvic tilts. Let's make sure that our feet are hip width distance apart and parallel. Make sure, especially as the hips are coming up towards the ribs, that you're not lifting your butt off of the mat, not yet. And then use this as an opportunity to start engaging through the front of the powerhouse. So what we're doing is we're figuring out that neutral and that imprint. And remember, guys, when we imprint, it's actually done with relaxed butt cheeks and shortened obliques, okay? So you should feel as those hips tilt in and up towards your ribs that your butt cheeks are nice and relaxed. One more. All right, rock out into that neutral. I want you to grab your little Pilates ball. I want you to place it in between your inner thighs, up high, closer to the center of your body. Bring your feet back to hip width distance apart and parallel. Hands onto the mat. You're going to tuck your pelvis and roll all the way up. Find the top of your bridge. Take a big inhale at the top and then exhale, roll all the way back down. Okay, keep going. Remember, if this rolling articulating motion does not work for you today, you're going to lift and lower your hips with a flat back. You're going to move through that hinging motion instead. Regardless, that's the right word, of what you're doing, I want you to find your breath. It's a big inhale at the bottom. It's a big exhale as you move. It's a big inhale at the top, and then it's a big exhale as you move again. As you're moving through this, I want you to start taking notice of when the ball naturally engages, right? When those inner thighs start to fire. Your inner thighs are balancing muscles. They're also the lowest point of your core and your pelvic floor. So when you're moving through the bridge and you feel that ball start to tighten, those are your inner thighs starting to do that work, that powerhouse starting to fire. On this next one, tuck and roll all the way up, guys. Find the top of your bridge with a flat back lower, with a flat back lift. So keep that scoop and tuck through your pelvis. Lowering the spine as a single unit. Remember, when I articulate, I'm working the mobilization of the joint. When I move through this hinge, I'm working strength. So you want to feel like you're driving through the midfoot and the heel to lift up. You want to feel like you're engaging the glutes with the hips still pulling up towards the ribs and the abs still drawn in. On this next one, you're gonna lift up, you're gonna hold it, just the ball, big slow squeezes. Big exhale. Draw the ribs closer together, bracing through the core. Scapular flat on the mat below you. 2 more here. Wiggle all 10 of your toes. Take that tension out of your feet on this last one. Hold that ball tight. Tuck and roll all the way down. Okay, grab the ball for me. Place it off to the side. You're going to flip around, lay it onto, oh, my ball looks weird now. Your left side. It's going to go away from me. Prop your head up with your hands. If you don't want to do this, lay your head down, okay? Up to you. You're going to bend your knees and bring your legs out in front of you, okay? Now, we're going to keep the knees bent. You're going to be neutral through your spine. You're going to find that right leg lifted up in line with the hip. And all we're going to do is lift it and lower it back down in line with the hip. So, neutral spine and pelvis. The bottom rib cage needs to be connected with the mat. There's this little space in between your side body and the mat. If I were with you, I probably wouldn't see it, but you should be able to feel it. And those hips are stacked. And your shoulders are stacked. Make sure your shoulders are anchored down, right? I like to do this and get all, no, we're not going to do that. Now, you are more than welcome to keep this bent knee. If you would like to make it harder, you're going to take that right leg, kick it out in front of you, and lift and lower your leg. This one adds up really fast, so please take the variation that works the best for you today. Anchoring the shoulders down still, right? So a lot of the times when we get into stuff like maybe the muscle that's supposed to be working starts burning, other stuff will start working too that doesn't need to. We call that compensatory work. Like maybe your feet get tight or your shoulders hike up to your ears or you hold your breath. Let all of that go. It's not making the work easier. It actually makes it harder. One more. All right, go ahead and bring it down. Now I want you to prop up onto that left elbow. You're going to keep the knees bent. You're going to draw the heels in a little bit closer towards your butt. We're going to find a bridging clamshell. So you're going to lift the hips, take that right knee up to the sky, bring the knees together, lower the hips. Now be mindful. This is a lot of shoulder stability. So if adding in the hip bridge doesn't work for you, keep the hip down onto the mat. When I come down, I'm not coming all the way down and sinking into the shoulder. I'm keeping that shoulder engaged. So when I come down, I should feel tension through that shoulder stabilizer still. One more. Good. Go ahead and bring it all the way down and then break dance around to the other side. Not here long, thank goodness. All right, laying down onto that right side, prop your head up, or you can lay down all the way onto that bicep, bend the knees, find your neutral, oh, there it is. Take that top leg, lift it up in line with the hip. You're gonna lift it up and lower it down in line with the hip. This is almost like fire hydrant, but actually laying down, which does make it nicer. Draw the front of your core in. Make sure that that breath is helping you. Make sure that those shoulders are down and away from your ears, guys. That neck is nice and long. You're still neutral through your spine. Again, that little space is there. If you want to make it harder, extend the leg out in front of you and keep going. This is, you can point or flex the foot on this too, by the way. I don't really care. That's up to you. I'm shaking, so I don't know if I can take any of the variation. Make sure you're not rolling back on that hip. 2 more. All right, guys, last one. Bend those knees, stack those legs, prop yourself up onto that right elbow. Keep the knees bent, draw the heels in a little bit closer towards your butt. Let's find that bridging clamshell. Hips lift, knee opens, knee closes, hip lowers. If you feel, like you have a different range of motion on this side, that's cool. You're human. I would not be surprised. Okay? Shoulders are down. Shoulders are anchored. I don't care about the range of motion with this. It's going to be different every single day. 1 more. Good. Go ahead and come on down. Sit on up. Shake it off. Grab your ball. Last little bit here. So you're going to meet me in a 4-point kneeling position. So hands and knees on the mat. Tabletop. Take the ball and place it behind your knee. I don't care which one you start with. I'm going to start with my left so you can see what I'm doing. We're going to find a donkey kick. So you're going to flex that foot, you're going to squeeze that ball in place with your calf and your hamstring. Push away from the mat, pull the abs in, lift the heel, lower. So keeping this 90-degree bend. So